Well, hey y'all, happy Monday. Well, welcome back. I am just thrilled to pieces, y'all, because we got so much stuff done in the garden this weekend. A lot of work, a lot of shoveling, a lot of back work, and I've still got some stuff to do today. I've got to get my transplants, my tomato transplants that I got this weekend, moved up into their final resting place. So I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you a quick tour and see what you think. I'm also gonna throw in a little bit of our weekend, the different chores and things that we were doing. It's gonna be a little hodgepodgey today, so just kind of bear with me. We went down to the Arizona worm farm. I wish somebody was out here to show you how big this is, because it's huge. Hey, will you go stand on the other side of this?
Scale?
Yeah.
Scale!
So it's pretty huge, and we still got a little bit in there. Now this is all unscreened. You can see that there's like some chunky stuff in it. And the price difference is like $5, but you know what? Who knows? Now this is their screen compost that you can shovel for like $2, a 5-gallon bucket or so.
Scale! No.
So yeah, we're just finishing this up and we're gonna start distributing this. So I wanted to show you what it looked like beforehand. And this kind of filled up the back of a pickup. Not all the way, we could have gotten another bucket. So this is like a yard and a half, a cubic yard and a half. Next time we'll definitely pay the $5 more to get the screen. This is the huge chunks, but we're gonna save this and do something with it. But this is kind of our process, and now we're gonna dump into this bag.
Show them the finish.
And over here we've got almost like 12 or so done. And we're gonna finish filling these up, and then we'll still have a big pile. So this is kind of working into phase 2. We've knocked down the pile. We got 16 bags, about 3/4 of the way full, and we still got some work to do. This is the kale and pepper that I transplanted, so it's all doing well. Here is the pineapple, some chard I planted. That's the collard green that got transplanted. And over here, Swiss chard, the kale. That's all transplants from my bed. And down here, I finally got some seedlings popping up. These are all in the squash or cucumber family, and they're gonna be going into the bales and the new bed. This little volunteer calendula is blooming her pretty little heart out, and I just love that. This is kind of like over here by the pool pump stuff. I got all the brassicas cut out of these buckets, and I'm getting ready to soak my okra seeds in some worm tea, and then I'm gonna make ice cubes out of them, and then I'll be ready to plant my okra. I'm gonna mend these buckets too, and I've done a video on that before where I go in and I'm gonna put some fresh compost in there. I'm gonna put some new azomite, some kelp meal, just kind of rejuvenate the soil and get it ready to feed its next group. And my flower garden over here is just booming, and we got our first bloom this weekend, and lots more are getting ready to bloom. So this is just turning into a beautiful space that we've just been kind of trying to consistently keep weeded. And you know, you can see down there a little bit of it's gotten away from us, and I suspect at any time we should have some more of these volunteers coming up, because I threw so many tomatoes over here. You see that little lizard over there? And then, as you can see, we got the bed dug out, and we got it moved off the deck. And it's amazing. You would have thought that, you know, almost 3 years of being on this deck, that it may have stained the deck, but it didn't. And maybe that's just from using organic stuff that's, you know, not gross. So here I'm gonna widen this up, but this is my grow bags for loofah and 4 Armenian cucumbers that are going to go up and go over a trellis here. But I think I want it a little bit wider because I like the idea of the girls being able to come and kind of chill here, and sometimes they like to run and jump into the pool from here. So this is this space, and now maybe I can give you a good shot looking over from here. So this is the way it looks. So different to us, but we kind of like it because it's new and it's opened things up a lot, and it's awesome to see the flowers there in the background too. So this is the new view of the pool deck. I still haven't had a chance to fertilize the strawberries, but they're pretty happy, but we want strawberries. We've got lots of little, I don't even know what these little tiny blooms are down here because they're very little. Look at that, how pretty is that? I don't know what that is either. The peas are kind of short-lived. I'm gonna soak some loofah seeds to go up and over the ladder, but I'm happy with how all the little flowers look. And over here, these are the calendula that seeded themselves in my grass, so I just love them so much I'm just letting them go. The calendulas are all happy. Some of them are starting to reseed. There's lots of new blooms coming up. There's a bird bath, and the nasturtiums made a show this weekend, so these are really spicy. The leaves are kind of spicy too, but the flowers have really got the zest. And this is my sweet potato bed. So it's a kiddie pool, and then I got these little bamboo that's like 6 to 8 inches tall to kind of give me more depth in the bed. I got those in segments from the 99-cent store for like $1.50. So that's where the sweet potatoes will go. This is a gossip chair because that's where the girls like to stand up and talk to their neighbor friend over the fence, and her chair is right there too. I'm gonna do kind of a separate video that goes through everything that has been going on with the straw bales. I was very nervous, but everything is going great. Their internal temperature right now is about anywhere between 130 to 150 degrees. And we're on day 6 now, so we've just got about, I don't know, about 4 to 6 more days of conditioning, and then we've got to get the temperature to drop down into the 90s and we can plant. And ta-da! Here's the bed from the deck and the bed that used to sit over there stacked up. So we refilled it with the dirt from the deck. Half of it is that unscreened compost, and then but we're gonna have to put some more in here because once we got to watering it, it settled. So I'm probably gonna put some more compost and then some more screened on top. So just to kind of give you a look, so straw bale garden, super raised garden, and then over here I got all of the tomatoes planted up. So this is pretty exciting, and I'll put down in the description what all of these are. But like, as you can already kind of see, for the afternoon, this is already kind of starting to get shady, and the sun that's coming along here won't be in the same place. Thinking about once I get all this compost moved around, I might put something else right there, but otherwise, this is kind of the view of what we've got going on. So I'm super thrilled, and as the seedlings come up, they'll be going into this bed, into this bed, and I decided that I'm probably gonna let all of this just go to seed, but I'm also gonna set up like a teepee system and start planting some beans in here. So that's that. And these edible flowers are all just happy as all get out. There's a nasturtia back there and lots of pretty calendula. All right, well, I hope you had a nice time seeing all the awesome stuff I've got going on. Hopefully right around March 15th is when I'll get to do all the rest of my planting. And stay tuned because I'm gonna have a little how I get my tomato plants set up as a separate video for you too. So you might want to check that out, but probably most everybody's got their tomatoes already planted. But I hope you're having the best day ever, and I look forward to chatting with you next week, and have the best day ever.